Welcome to the Kids Book Club. My name's Lily. Today's book is Pete the Cat.
And his four groovy buttons.
And his four groovy buttons.
Pete the Cat and his four groovy buttons. Pete the Cat and his four groovy buttons. Created and illustrated by James Dean. Story by Eric Litwin. To Trey and Destiny. Always be honest, give more than you take, and follow your dreams. To Zelda Litwin, my mother, whose creative spirit nurtured my imagination. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with four big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song.
Why? Ready.
My buttons, my buttons, my four groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my four groovy buttons.
Pop! Oh no!
One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left?
4 minus 1 equals 3. 3.
Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my buttons, my three groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my three groovy buttons.
Pop.
Nope, now do it.
Pop. Oh no.
Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left?
3 minus 1 equals 2. 2.
Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song.
My buttons,
my buttons, my two groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my two groovy buttons.
Pop. Oh no.
Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left?
2 minus 1 equals 1. 1.
Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my buttons, my one groovy button. My button, my buttons, my one groovy button. Hold on, okay.
Pop. Oh no.
The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left?
0. 1 minus 1 is 0.
Did Pete cry?
Goodness,
no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw?
His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. Why is there dragons?
My button, my button, still have my belly button. My button, my button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go.
The end! Thanks for watching. Make sure you comment down below and subscribe.